Hello friends, welcome to bsptrainings.com. My name is Sumit and this is my third video in Jython tutorial series. And in this video, I am going to tell you about the file input and output operations in Jython. So let's understand how can we perform the file input and output operations in Jython. And then we will have looked for a word count program in Jython. So to perform file input output operations in Jython, I'm going to launch the Jython editor. So let me switch to that, Jython 2.1 and Jython. And the file which I'm going to read and write is, for operation purpose, we are going to use this Word file, or we have other files as well, like Azure or Twitter, or sample text file is also there, or sample file is also there. So you can use this sample file. So I'm going to use this sample file to read the file or open this file using Jython, and then display the data over here. And after that, we'll be going to see how can we write, or how can we open a file in a write mode and store the data into that file. So first of all, I'm going to open a file in read mode. So I create here my file, or let's say my underscore file is equal to open. File name is ddrive sample.txt in read mode. And just to print the data, so my underscore file dot read. This will display the content of the file. This will display the whole file from the beginning till end. And now if I again try to read the file, my file dot read, I'm getting an error message actually because I'm at the end of the file. So it's and no more text contains after this. So that is not showing anything. It displays simple blank values. So just run it again, and you can see I'm getting one blank value. It means this file does not contain any more data. So in order to read the file again from the beginning, the function here, which is called seek function, we can use the seek function to return back to the first character. And then if I run this again, it will read the file. If I would like to read the line one by one, so there is a command here, my file dot read line. So before read the line, we need to again switch back to the first index, and then I can read the line one by one, my file dot read line, and it will read line one by one. Again, I can run a command, and you can see it has read first line. If I would like to know that what is the current index, so my underscore file dot title, so it will tell me that I'm line number 559 line. So there are more than this much line, so we are on this particular address. So I'll just type a command to seek to the first position, and then we can use a for loop as well to read a line. So I use a for loop for line in my underscore file space and print line, and you can see it prints the line wise. So it prints all the lines by one from that particular file. So these are the various commands which can be used to read the file. And finally, once we read the file, after the file has been read successfully, we can use a close command, my file dot close. This is to close the file, my file dot close. If I would like to know whether the file has been closed or not, so I can type a command, my file dot closed. So it will return my file dot closed. It's not a function, so it's not a function. So that's why I simple type a command here, my file dot close. One means the file has been successfully, and if the file is open, it will return 0. Let's suppose I run a command again for reading the file. So I'll open the file again, and this time I would like to know what's the mode of this file. So I type a command my file dot. So you can see the file is in opens in read mode. So like this, these are the various commands which can be used to perform some operations. So like this, we can check whether the file is open in read mode or in write mode. So if the file is open in read mode, and if you want to write some commands into it, write some text into it, so we can close the file and then open into write mode. I would like to know file name. So my file dot name, the file name is d drive d colon dash sample dot text. So that's the complete address. So by using this, we can get the complete location of the. In similar way, let me close it. First of all, my file dot, let me call close function, and now I'm going to open a file in write mode. So again, I open my file equal to open, and I'm going to write a file sample text.txt in write mode. And now we can write a command, write some text into it. My file dot write hello slash n. This is a test file. Save it. And finally, my underscore file dot close. And let's go and have a look whether this file has been created on D drive or not. So you can see the file has been created. That's the current date, and sample tag is created. If I open this, you can see it is stored in new line because the pass slash n command here slash n. So it creates a new line hello in one line, and this is a test file in new line. So that's how we can read or write a file. So it's pretty easy to read or write a file in Jython. It's very easy. Now let's have a look to a program, and by using that program, we'll be going to see how can we create a word count program. So I'm going to create a file first of all, and in that file, we are going to write a Python code, and that Python code we are going to execute in Jython to read the file in. That's a word count program. That's the file which I'm going to use. That's the file which contains some of the data, and I would like to know a specific characters has been occurred how many times. Like here we have again, again, again. So it will display that how many times this again has appeared, how many times the has appeared. So it will display according to that. So let's have a look. So for this, first of all, I'm going to write a program. So for that, I can either we can directly type a command by using Python, or we can directly type a code. We can directly write in a text file as well. But for proper indentation, I'm going to use the Python editor so that we can get the proper indentation. The indentation will not be an issue. So start import sys def clean word. This will be the file name which you are going to pass. Now first of all, we will be going to remove any punctuation and maps to the common case. So first convert all the words into lowercase. So lower, it will convert the whole file into lowercase, and then I'm going to remove any special characters like uh, exclamation sign or comma or anything. I'll specify while word and word -1 in double quotes, full stop, comma. If there is a semicolon or exclamation sign, word is equal to word colon -1, and I copy this, paste in, and 0. This should be 1. It will return word. Words equal to, so it's a set of unique words and counts. So this will count the number of words and unique words and counting. So if length of sys dot ar argv argument not equal to 2, then it will print a message, print uses Jython wcount.py and Python. And indentation is very important, else file is equal to open, and whatever arguments user is going to pass argv1, so it will access file for read mode, and then we are going to read file, read lines one by one. So I store into lines, lines is equal to file dot read lines, it will read one by one, and file dot, so once the file has been read and stored into lines, it will be closed. Then I run a for loop for line in lines, for word in line dot split word is equal to clean word, words word is equal to word dot get word comma 0 plus 1. So this will update the count, it will count the number of words. If they are equal to the existing, it will increase the, it will increment the counter. And we have keys is equal to word dot, basically word dot keys, and keys dot sort for word in keys, print percent -5 I percent s percent word comma word. So that's the code. Let's test this code. So in order to test this code, I'm going to save this file. First of all, save this code on in the same folder, in Jython folder, Jython1, and give a name test or word count, and the extension will be .py, so word count.py, and execute it. To run it, first of all I run import sys dot exit 0, and here I run Jython word count dot py comma, and I'm going to give the file name. So in this file name, basically there is one argument is needed, which file we are going to read. So I'm going to read the file which is stored on my D drive. Basically that's the word file I'm going to use this, so it's on D drive word. So I'm going to pass the address, so I'll specify D drive word dot txt, and as soon as I press enter, you can see the program has been executed successfully, and I got the output that it occurs one time, good occurs one time, the occurs one time, and this the occur four times here, and we have, so basically it is the same one, it's displayed in multiple lines, again occur 3 times. So that's how we can perform the word count program in Jython. So by using Python code, how can we perform it? So that's the code to do the word count. That's all in this video. That's how the file input and output operation can be performed in Jython. So you can subscribe our YouTube channel for more videos on Jython. If you have any queries, you can write to us on www.bisptrainings.com. You can connect with us for a customized training on Jython. Keep watching. Have a nice goodbye.